Alright, what up, gamers? Slightly late, sorry about that. But, hi. The Lighthouse streak, I think we're still on a perfect streak. I don't think I've missed a night. I didn't stream yesterday because I didn't, but, I did do the Lighthouse, though I did it at like 9:30-ish. I don't know, I think it's just any time between 6 and midnight is when you could do it. I don't know if 9:30 is technically too late, but it let me do it just fine. So, I don't know, maybe it's fine. I also, because I got on yesterday, I had forgotten this, but yesterday was my Animal Crossing's birthday. Yesterday was Tapioki's birthday, so I got a bunch of letters and stuff. I didn't open any of them, but I got all kinds of extra crap that I just kind of stored. So we'll have to see what all that is today. There's also a chance that, I didn't, like, I actually did, I did dig up the money, because it was right next to the lighthouse, and I think I dug up one fossil as well, that I found on the way to the lighthouse. Is it 6 and 10? It might be 6 and 10. We're good if it's 6 and 10. I did it at, like, 9:20 something, probably. But, what was I about to say? There's a chance that the store was closed tomorrow. I didn't check. So, like, there's a chance that the store is closed, was closed yesterday, rather. We were thinking that maybe the store would be closed, and if that's the case, then I didn't really miss out on much anyway, so. Let me check that real quick. If the store was closed yesterday for renovation, then it should be upgraded today. And the store is... I think that's an upgrade? Was it Nookway before? Yeah, this is an upgraded store. Okay, so I couldn't sell anything yesterday anyway, so I actually didn't miss out on that much. I guess I missed out on doing yesterday's money rock, but that's fine. So anyway, the new debt is 398,000. That's fine. I have that money. I treasure your business. Paint cans and a sign. Oh, I should start my timer. That's probably a good thing to do. There's a yellow bed here. I bet that's yellow karma or whatever. But I'm gonna come back here. We got shit to do. I have a lot to clean up. My inventory is completely filled up with stuff. This is all of yesterday's packages from all of yesterday's notes. See, that was just the museum. This one was from Mom, though. Here's Mom's happy birthday. That had some kind of present on it, I think. Oh, Olivia left. Or no, wait. I can't spend my whole life in chat room. Oh, Olivia moved to Tucson. Damn. It's good. A letter from Jeremiah for my birthday. A letter from Tangy for my birthday. I hate you, Dora. This present better be good. Whatever present Dora gave me better be good. And then, yeah, there's the letter saying that they were closed yesterday, I guess. We got birthday cake. And a fossil. Another fossil. The third fossil. A shirt, which is trash. A dark stone. And a classic chair. I have no idea how many debts there are to pay in total. Donkey Kong, by the way, came from the gorilla character, just like walked up to me and handed me that. That's where Donkey Kong came from. Alright, we got an upgraded, we gotta move some shit around now. I have to move things around so that everything is back where it has to be. There's Donkey Kong. Oh, it's like Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong. Oh shit, he gave me an NES game. I was expecting like a statue of Donkey Kong. Okay. Yeah, time for this to become Donkey Kong 64. I have to play DK Arcade. Dark stone. It's a it's a big rock. Anyway, this needs to be placed against the wall properly. Because that needs to be in the green area for that to work. And so does this. I think I'm just gonna sell this furniture that I got. I gotta play Donkey Kong, right? Advance play. Oh, so you can put it on your GBA and then play it away from console. I guess. That's kind of cool. They must have had to make an NES emulator for GBA. Yeah, this game, I don't know if the N64 version had it, but this game has like, I think around 20-ish NES games that are just in it that you can just play like this. You have to find them, of course. And actually, there's an interesting thing about this game that, there's supposed to be... What a shit pattern. Thanks, Nintendo. There's supposed to be an NES that can just play all the games, but it's like bugged, so it doesn't play any games. But if you fix a line of code, you can like get it to play all the NES games, I think. There. See how much more reasonable that is? Doing this was a mistake. Yeah. That was dumb of me. If I don't beat it on 3 lives, that's kind of pathetic. I better not choke this. Alright. This level's always a little bit sweaty. This is the hard one. Not actually, but a little bit. In my opinion. They're kind of just leaving me alone, though. There's only... Oh, there comes a third. They'll just keep spawning him in. Until there's, like, a lot of them, and you just get overwhelmed. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay, please don't. Okay. Yeah, I I was asking for that. I was asking for that. Alright, well that's Donkey Kong. It's saving my score to the memory card. That's funny that it even does that. I have so much shit in my inventory, I don't even know where to begin with all this. Cause I don't have anywhere else to store it. You can't have more than, you can't have more than, like, 99,000. Everything else has to be in bags, and no, there's no bank. As far as I can tell, there's absolutely no bank, or ATM, or whatever. We were arguing about whether or not there was one, but I think that the decision was that there was not one. And that's like a future Animal Crossing thing. Okay, is that what we determined? There is one, but you have to pay off your whole debt before it appears, so at that point I'm just done with the game anyway. The money does stay where you drop it, as long as you drop it in your house. If you drop it on the floor outside, then I assume it'll go away after a day, just like anything else you drop on the floor. Maybe they'll send your money to the dump. That would be funny. Anyway, let's pay off this debt. Boom. So I'm not gonna have enough money to pay off the next debt then. That's it. That's it for me. I'm back to having to actually play the game to pay off the debts. It's just those two that I get to do immediately. Thanks, turnips. I'm definitely not going to do the turnips this coming week because looking at the table, the odds are not good for the turnip, for the pattern actually being good. So I'm going to pay attention to the prices for the rest of the week, or for the next week, but I'm not going to buy any turnips because it's going to almost certainly make me lose money. But I will pay attention so I know what the pattern is, because if the pattern is bad, then that increases the odds of the week after that's pattern being good, and then I can use that. At least that's according to the wiki. The wiki seems wrong in a couple places, like it was mostly written for the newer games. The wiki seems not very good when it comes to having data about the GameCube game. Yeah, I think that's what I've been using, but it like the stock market page is like a general overview of the stock market for every game, and makes it seem like every game works more or less the same way, and they just have little variations where like, oh, if you're playing this one, then actually it works this other way. But it seems to be wrong about how prices change on GameCube, so like it says that prices change twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon, but that was not the case. The price was the same in the morning and the afternoon. So I don't know why it says that. And there's no like, unless you're playing on this and then it's that, like, no. The yellow bed is not yellow, damn. Well, I'm gonna sell, is the classic chair yellow? Let's see. Classic chair. No. Alright, I'm gonna sell it. A classic sofa is, but not the chair. Damn. I kind of want to keep Donkey Kong. I don't know if the NES games sell for a lot, but I kind of don't want to, like... It's fun. It's a fun piece of furniture, so I don't want to get rid of it. A fifth letter. From Tom Nook. Many thanks for the business. Today's the grand opening of my newly renovated shop, so be sure to stop in. Okay, yeah, that's just that. Oh, different NES games have different colors associated? Okay, so I should put that on the right side then, yeah. Amber, that's gonna be worth, like, nothing. We can dig down at a basement. You can't see into a basement from the outside. That's what makes the basement the coolest floor. You can fill it with junk and not be embarrassed by the mess. I'll have it ready for tomorrow. Donkey Kong was a birthday present. Yeah, Tom Nook makes it sound like he's hiding something in his basement. Alright, 10,000 for 2 days worth of fossils. That's a little bit crap. That's where he hides the bodies. Classic cabinet. I'm looking all this furniture up. Cabinet. Let's see, this is none. Pineapple bed. None. How is this not a yellow item? Literally look at this. I feel like every kid would get owned by this if they heard about the color thing but didn't have the full data. Like, that is obviously yellow. How is pinball yellow when this isn't? How is none of this yellow? Look, the amount of furniture I've seen that's objectively yellow that they don't count as yellow is just, like, insane. It would be fun to collect all the NES games. What if after I cleared all the debts, we kept this as a thing on stream, and I go for all the NES games, or something like that? I don't know how you get them all. Maybe that's an unrealistic goal. Not gonna be planting that there. Oh, right, I had this other stuff I was selling. You just buy them? Okay. That's a little lame then. That's a little lame. Probably not worth it. I'm not even going in there. Not this time. Not this time. I don't know who's in there, but I've learned my lesson. I'm never fucking with the igloos ever again. N64 game did have the NES. They were Famicom games. That makes sense. It would be weird if they were NES games. I happen to know that, where am I going? I happen to know that my coconuts are ready today as well. Got a bunch of coconuts to sell. The pear thing is working. The trees are still growing. The trees haven't all grown in yet, but the pear thing is absolutely working. We will have an entire, like, pear orchard going on the right side of the town. Probably in, like, 2 days or something. I don't know, I'm kind of just pulling a number out of my ass, but probably, like, 2 days or something. Should have brought my fishing rod. I haven't fished recently. Fish are decent money. No. I did not. Can you get the cherries in Tucson and then sell them to, like, Tucson Tom Nook to make a bunch of money? Because I was thinking about that. I do have a second town that I can leverage. Like, I could do all my dailies twice, where I then travel to Tucson and, like, dig everything up there and find the money rock there and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just... I have cherries in this town already. Oh, hello. Gulliver keeps shipwrecking on the exact same beach. They just keep... I don't even know what his deal is. He keeps showing up on the same beach. It sounds like the start of some kind of horror story. He keeps waking up on the same beach. Oh, I have to add the corn head. Right, I just remembered that someone did that a couple minutes ago. Where are you, corn head? There you are. By head, I mean skull. They say if they tie me to the mast, I won't fall off the boat so much. Alright. We'll see how that works for him. What did he give me? Shogi piece. How am I supposed to play shogi with just one piece? Oh, you're new. Hello. Matilda. A black kangaroo. She's cool. This is a cool looking villager. I'd hate to have that name. Why does everyone say this about me? That's a cool villager. I'll forgive her for being mean to me because she looks cool. I guess I'll take all of my cherries to Tucson today then, and we'll sell them for a bunch. That'll be the plan. Also high PQ, as always. Why am I carrying this shirt around? I don't even want this. I should just leave this somewhere. I guess it's just the second round of coconut plants. I could go to the island. There's a lot of coconuts on the island that are definitely, like, ready to go. But going to the island is such a hassle that I don't know that I want to. Do I care that much? Coconuts aren't even that good money, you know? The coconuts... I feel like it's a bad use of my time. Exactly, I could be playing my favorite game, Prince of Persia. Wonder what the deal with this is. A signboard. And there's paint, so I guess you could probably, like, make a custom sign and plant it somewhere. No, coconuts are not really worth that much. I feel like I definitely must have missed some dig spots, because, like, I think 2 of these fossils, or no, these fossils are all from today, so I might have gotten all of them. The 2 fossils that I dug up yesterday when I was just doing the lighthouse and I saw 2 of them on the walk there, those are both right here. Get all of my paper, and then we can see. Right, none of this paper has been used. We have to write 6 letters to the museum. This is gonna take a sec. There. So Donkey Kong counts as red, which means it has to be moved over here. The shogi piece, what does it look like? Is it like a big shogi piece? Yeah, it is. And it is none, so I can sell the shogi piece. I bet it sells for a bunch, too. It's always been all debts. Sometimes I forget to write that, but it's always been all debts. Let me check the ranch wardrobe as well. Also none. Okay. No. So we went back and forth a lot about like what it should be. Like there was the idea of doing just the first step, then people were like, "Oh, that'll be boring." Then it was like, "Okay, well then let's do more than that." And I just sort of landed on all debts. We're just doing all the debts. I am not doing the neighbor requests at all. I got a bunch of money from turnips, as you can see from my stacks of cash. This house used to literally just be littered. Every spot on the floor was covered in cash because I got a big payout from the turnips. I've just been doing fossils and money rock, money tree, things like that. Just like simple stuff, fishing. I think I'm about a bit past halfway to the final goal that like the cumulative amount of money you have to pay. I think I'm halfway there. This tree is gonna grow into a money tree, by the way. I've got a foreign fruit orchard growing because I went ahead and put in a second memory card and made a second town. So once those trees finish growing, there will be a bunch of really expensive fruit every couple days. I'm gonna sell my town's fruit to the other town. I'm gonna do that after I finish with these letters. And I guess these fish that I'm catching now on the way there. My favorite neighbor, definitely not the rat. I forget her name already, but she's evil. Dora the mouse is my least favorite villager. We just had a kangaroo named Matilda move to town who seems pretty cool. I think I like Matilda. She's like a Shadow the Hedgehog looking kangaroo. Yeah, she forced me to buy something from her for 50k, which unironically sets me back like multiple days in this game. Multiple real-life days were taken from me by Dora. It's terrible. I can't restart the console. Rossetti will be mad at me. It was some weird thing. She was like, yeah, I couldn't refuse. It was like so it seems like in the winter, the villagers can build igloos. And then when you go into the igloo, they ask you if you want to gamble with them. There's some kind of RNG minigame they ask you to play. And her game was that she'll show you 5 pieces of furniture, and if you don't buy any of the first 4, then you're forced to buy the last one. And I didn't think it would be that bad, because the game had never screwed me that hard before. But I let it go to the 5th piece of furniture, just because I was curious what the 5th piece was. And she was like, I got you. This 5th piece of furniture is gonna cost 50k. It was 48,888 bells, is what it was. And I was forced to buy it. Like, I knew the price would be bad, but I figured, well, maybe the piece of furniture is good, though. Because none of the other furniture was good. But then the furniture was crap, and it was 48,000 bells. So I just got, like, turbo scammed. Hang on, I need to be collecting cherries. I forgot to do that. Yeah, it was yesterday. I don't know if there's a clip of it, but it was yesterday, or rather last stream, which was 2 days ago. I don't know how future games in the series get more complicated, but game seems pretty good to me. Or, well, the game, this GameCube game seems pretty complicated to me. I don't know how. I guess there's a billion ways you could make things even more complicated, but it already feels like there's a million little systems. That's like mostly the shogi piece. Oh, thanks, SafeC. That's probably it. Can store 2 more cherries. This inventory should sell for kind of a lot. This ought to be decent, I think. If there is another cherry tree anywhere, there we go. And then that's just gonna have to stay there, I guess. Whatever. Dude, all the villagers are hanging out here. I could take 2 trips to the other town, because there's even more cherries. But I don't really want to take a second trip because the train takes a long time. So I think we're just going to roll with this. But I think these are going to sell for 500 each. I think that's what it is. It might have only been 300 each, which would be lame. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't even think you can do that. It was the way the fountain was explained to me by the mayor was just that if you take on an errand and you have to give up, you can leave the item you were supposed to deliver at the fountain. Whatever that means. Oh, there's the turnip lady in the background. No face? Or, yep, no face. Okay. I was like, is she walking backwards? Or, nope, no face. You got no face. Oh my god. Okay. I don't think there are stickers on the left. I don't think that's a thing. Oh. Okay. And then we can... give her the classic awesome face. There we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Looking normal. Don't ever tell anyone you met me. I feel like that would have been a good opportunity to, like, go pull up, like, a pixel art of the troll face and then draw that on her. I just had a much funnier idea. I think that would have been better. Oh, more pears. So are they gonna explain how Tom Nook owns shops in every village, or is he just... is he just creepy? I guess if there's gonna be more pears... I should probably do another sweep of the village. Oh, is there a blue bench here? I think blue. Yeah, there is. Look at that. That might do something. Boxing mat. Animal Crossing. No. No color. No color to this one. Not at all. Don't worry about it. Oh, hey. I mean, if I'm here, I might... Oh, I didn't bring my shovel. Shit. I forgot to bring the shovel, so I'm not going to be able to dig up any of the extra fossils. I didn't think of that. And then there's the free money. Yeah, Izzy's selling one. Hang on. Maybe I can get a shovel. Oh, right. It is in my letter. Hell yeah. I did bring the shovel. That also means I have more cherries in here. I mean, digging up the extra fossils is a little bit pointless because, like, they can't contribute to my money because I have a massive backlog of fossils that only grows bigger with each day. I wonder if there's like a max amount you can mail to them before they're just like, no more. Because, like, surely, if you think about it, it has to be saving the size of the backlog somewhere. So you should be able to overload that number. You know, maybe you'd have to submit like 65,000 fossils or something. You'd have to have a backlog of like that kind of scale, but... That was 8,500 from selling these cherries. It's pretty good. Because that was 7,500, and then this is an extra 1K. Yeah, they might have done that, and then you would need, you know, 65,535 fossils or whatever. But if you did that, then it would break. Probably pretty tough to do given that the game flushes 3 fossils per day. You'd have to like... You'd probably have a game, like the setup for getting that is you'd probably have like multiple Gamecubes and you're creating new towns on all of them. Meanwhile, on your main Gamecube, you're like constantly running back and forth and buying the paper and stuff. Yeah, no igloo. I should be checking the rocks in town as well. The rocks should, one of these rocks is going to be the money rock. Yeah, they just have to remember the number, so it just has to be, like, a 16-bit integer, probably. What is that? Oh, that's nothing. It's a little annoying because I don't have a map of this town, so, like, I don't know where I'm going at all. Yeah, I didn't save the screenshot from yesterday that I took of the town map. I did it dumb. I didn't save it. Do you think I should plant these pears as well, or just sell the pears? At this point, I have a lot of pear trees, but you can always fit more pear trees, I guess. I'll probably plant them. I'm not very good at the whole, like, delayed gratification thing. I have to wait like a week for the tree to grow before we start making any money off of it. But then, yeah, like it takes a weekish for the tree to grow, I think. And then after that, you get your first pears. So then you've recouped your cost. But then it takes another 3 days after that for more pears to grow before you're actually like properly in the green compared to if you had just immediately sold the pears. So it's gonna take like close to 2 weeks before we're actually profiting off these pears. It kind of sucks. Or like, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it's gonna be a lot of days. It's gonna be a lot of days before we're profiting off the pears. At this point, if this is the money rock, I can't store the money, but I also don't have space for the bags. Hello, bug. That bug gets to live because I don't carry the bug net around because it's bad. Actually, I've been thinking about this wrong, because each pair... Alright, I think we're good. I think we're good to leave now. I've done everything except find the money rock, but I'm not gonna find that. This town is confusing. I'm not gonna find that. Because each pear that we plant turns into 3 pears, so we're profiting off the first crop of pear. Because every pear multiplies into 3. So once these trees grow, this should be pretty decent money. Like, I think once all of the trees are fully grown in... Nah, it takes longer than 3 days. It definitely takes longer than 3 days. I think. Maybe. No, I don't think there's any way to get revenge on people. I don't think there's anything I can do to her. She's untouchable. No, I have not met any strange cats. I have to keep the secret. So I'll just plant these by the others. Like, those are pear trees, these are pear trees. These are all pear trees. I have probably like 10 pear trees growing right now or something. The plan is for them to take over the entire, the plan is for them to take over this entire, like, side of the town, so that they're all in one place. So that I don't have to constantly run around. There's another pear tree. Actually, that one's a money tree, I think. I think that one's a money tree. I don't really have any, like... There's no system to where I'm planting them, though, just because there's so much crap on the ground. Just stuff everywhere. It's hard to have a system. I'm gonna go get my axes. I can chop down more of these normie trees. Replace them with pears. Yeah, I think the igloo thing is like... I think the way that works is that, like, it's these signs. Where you see these signs, that's where an igloo can go, or like a house can go there. So, like, I assume that this spot and, like, all of the land around it probably would kill any tree I tried to plant. Because it would just be like, nope, that's our land. We gotta be able to put a house there, sorry. No trees in this spot. This axe is really holding up. The axe won't break. Hey, there was money in this tree. Nice. There's 100 bells up there. I am slightly concerned about, like... Dude, this axe is getting real messed up looking in the icon. If I chop down all of my cherry trees, then I won't have cherries anymore to sell to Tucson. And that would be bad, maybe. The daily furniture drops? If you shake trees, do they just have some chance of dropping furniture? Is there a free daily furniture that I've just been not doing? Because there's way too many trees and I can't be bothered. Oh, well, I've found the hornet's nests a couple times. Not sure I've ever found the furniture. Definitely found the hornets, though. See. I've planted... Let's see, have I planted any in this square? Alright, that's all my pears planted. That's like... I think that once my first set of pears grows in, I'm gonna leave it. I want all my pears to be on the same cycle, so that like... Because like I think we're gonna eventually land in a place with this game where the pears are gonna be so much. Like think about how many pear trees that is. That's probably like 30k in pears or something. I feel like I'm gonna get to the point in this game where I'm just gonna sign in every 3 days to collect my pears. Because it's just like very high. It's very good bells per hour compared to like running around town looking for fossils and shipping them out and stuff. Well, is that just for the golden shovel gnome? Is that how you get the golden tools? What what does the golden shovel do? I'm gonna go ahead and make some 30k bags just so that I have base here. Here's my bag collection. So that's 1, 2, 3, that's 8, that's 10. So that's 300,000 bells right there on my floor. It's a good thing that nobody ever comes in here and like tries to steal from you. That is the kind of thing that this game would do, though. Like a cat burglar. And that'd be, I get it. Like, I could see that. I could kind of see that happening to me. Like, oh no, your 30,000 bell bag has been stolen. Except I don't think that that would actually happen. I feel like tonally, the cat burglar is something this game would do, but the cat burglar wouldn't actually steal from you. They'd be like retired or something. So otherwise, what happens when you have a super nice house and then they steal your rare furniture? I feel like that would anger the children. It would anger me. I'm the children. Hey, this is a new fish. Check that out, a goldfish. It's probably worth nothing, or a lot. It is called a goldfish. But like, anything like a real goldfish, I don't think it's worth too much. Yeah, you just try to immediately bully that neighbor out of the town, right? Or could you like could you like box the neighbor in somewhere like it's The Sims? Alright, well, guess I'll go sell my fish and then we're good here. I don't know if the museum accepts fish. None of these fish are particularly good, so I would consider giving these to the museum, I guess. But I'll catch a million more of all of these. So, how much is the goldfish? It's worth its weight in fish. 1,300 for the goldfish, okay. The museum accepts fish. I mean, we're never going to complete the museum, because you have to play every day of the year and catch fish in weird conditions. I'm never going to fill up that museum, so I don't think I care. I think it would be sad to have a like, 5% completed museum that I never visit anyway. That seems a little bit wasteful. Well, I guess I'll buy... to get the... I mean, the gold shovel. I don't think the gold shovel... I'm not gonna bother. It sounds like the only thing it does is occasionally digs up 100 bells, which, like, that's nothing. That's $0. That rounds down to 0 to me, you know? Dude, I feel like that would be, like, hear me out, Theo. Hear me out. Animal Crossing Archipelago. I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's like all the fish are checks, all the shit you dig up are checks. obviously you time travel constantly to try to get everything. Yeah, it would be like Stardew. It would be like Stardew. I don't know how SG did FM Archipelago. He must have, like, looked into the memory to know when you get cards, or like he probably asked GMS about it or something, and GMS knows. I haven't looked at the code to see how much game hacking or game knowledge he needed. Well, it's lame unless it's actually hooked up. It's gotta be hooked up. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the timer here for Animal Crossing for today. That was over an hour of Animal Crossing work. I had to do a lot today, I guess. But I'll be back at it tomorrow, I think. Yeah. But I'm gonna swap over to Prince of Persia: The Warrior Within. The most fun game maybe ever. So give me a sec to get that set up, and then we'll do it. Yeah, it was half my bells, because I was left with half the bells at the end. Like, I was left with 48,888 in my bag after she did that to me.